Okay, CC for C 2015 Ice Cream Social with the family of
Avery Hill.
I'm Kim Hill.
I'm Jeff Hill.
Ethan Hill.
Very good. So nice to have you all here. I'm going to ask you all a series of questions. First one is, can you tell us a little about your child's condition?
We definitely can. As a young child, maybe 3 years of age, we started seeing that Avery was experiencing sinus infections and ear infections that frequently wouldn't go away with antibiotics. She went through a series of surgeries, sinus surgeries, as well as ear tubes, tonsillectomy, adenoidectomy, to name just a few. And we eventually were diagnosed by Dr. Hager at Dell Children's Hospital as being having immune deficiency. And then we started IVIG treatments, and we've been doing that ever since. And Avery's now 12 years old, so the better part of 8 years, she's been doing monthly treatments as a result.
And then she got diagnosed with psoriatic arthritis.
Right, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis.
Maybe 3 years ago.
Right.
Okay. What's been the hardest thing about living with these conditions?
I think really just the day-to-day struggles and the trying to keep on top of everything, but yet still be an active kid that goes to school and is just like every other kid. And then, you know, of course, seeing your child go through multiple surgeries and hard times. And for her, I think the hardest thing has just been maintaining a normal life and being an active kid.
How did you all get involved with CC for C?
Well, we were actually at one of our infusions, and one of the child life specialists at Dell Children's Hospital mentioned the organization and thought that Avery might benefit from it because she likes to run and she's very active. And so we applied, and here we are.
Wonderful. What's been the best thing about CC for C so far?
Well, I would say the best thing so far is that she's been paired up with Tanya Streeter, the free diver, world record free diver. We haven't met her yet, but I think that's going to end up being a positive thing for Avery.
Absolutely. What are your hopes for the future in regards to being a part of CC for C?
Well, I think Avery experiencing support and from another angle, I think is a good thing. And I think she's excited to have a mentor, and then maybe one day, who knows, she can be involved and be a mentor herself.
That'd be so awesome. Okay, and Avery, what is your biggest wish?
Probably just to do well and just
What about getting a scholarship for a cross-country runner?
Very good. Well, again, thank you all for being with us today, and look forward to seeing you at the Micro Marathon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the CC for C 2015 Ice Cream Social. We are here with the family of
Jacob Richard O'Webb.
Very good. Welcome. So we are going to go through a series of questions with you all. First question is, can you tell me a little about your child's condition?
Yes, he has a brain migration anomaly, they believe, and a cyst on his kidney, but that's not causing his problems. Those are just things they found. He is progressing and learning, and he gets tired very easily. He's forgotten how to swim, forgotten how to read. His eyes get black. Sometimes they bleed. Yeah, let them chime in anytime. Because I can't remember it all. He's lost 10 pounds. He takes 5 Zofran a day just to eat, and sometimes that doesn't do it. And he's just not himself. He's not Jacob.
He had to come home. It's from school almost every day at 10:30. They'd send him home because he would get a headache, and there were just blinding headaches. He wouldn't even go to watch TV. He'd go into bed and cover up. He He got stomach aches, that were just unbearable. And this
That
is
is
new in the
huge.
last year. It's just new in the last year. He's always had Asperger's, but it was never severe. But this is new for him. He's always sick.
Yes, he's had 9 infections that were tested, tested infections at the doctor in a 6-month period. So he's been on a lot of antibiotics as well. He just can't seem to get better. It all started with his wonderful teacher who noticed he kept falling down at school. He kept running into things. He got this big old nice knot from that. He would get lost going from his classroom to the principal's office because I would come up every day at 12:30 to get him his Zofran. And they would find him wandering the halls, which he knew where that was.
He loves school.
He loves school. He wants to go back to school. He used to be able to do multiplication.
He's gifted in math.
He is a very smart kid, and he just never feels good. If he spends any period of time exerting energy, he could sleep up to 24 hours a day. Or, like last night, or in the last couple nights, he won't sleep at all. So
He was so excited.
Yes, but anything you want to add? How do you feel? Talk loud. You have to talk loud.
Talk to him.
My head on my stomach doesn't hurt right now.
That's good.
Okay, so Jacob, can you tell us what the hardest part of your living with your condition is? What's the hardest part for you?
I have to get a blood test.
Yeah.
The blood tests.
He gets about
He gets a lot of blood
about
tests.
8 a day, 8 a week, right now.
Not blood test.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because now we are at the stage, even though he has the thing with the brain and his kidney, we're at the stage where we're just marking things off the list, trying to see what it is. And no doctor can seem to figure it out exactly what happened, what's going on.
To me, that's the hardest part, is not knowing what's causing the various symptoms. Realizing that it could be more than one, and sometimes if you treat one, it will conflict with the treatment for another. So not knowing where to run to, what to do, is difficult.
There are days where he talks like his old self, and uses huge words. I mean, he has great vocabulary. But then there's other days it'll take him 30 minutes to get 3 words out.
Well, his doctor also, Dr. Rescue, who's wonderful, hearing doctor, he was in the office one day and he started talking gibberish. And he's the one that called the pediatrician and said, there's something more wrong with him.
They've tested him. He spent time in the epilepsy unit. He didn't have a seizure during that time, but they said he did have something heightened, and it is possible he had a seizure, but you can't go back and track if he had one. He has started having accidents. He hasn't done that since he was 2. I don't know what that one is.
Alrighty. How did you all get involved with CC4C?
Actually, last couple of years, our community, we had a couple of people that are members, have been members of CC4C, a couple of champions. So we've been doing a little bit of work with them, doing the mini marathons over at the Galleria. Brady over here has actually done quite a few lemonade stands over the last few years, getting money for CC4C.
The one that was announced at your event, the car one.
Yes.
And then when Jacob started, things just started going a little different with Jacob. We started getting a little really concerned, and then when we realized this was more than just to be a little concerned, we had already had a lot of relationships with CC4C, and they stepped up and brought Jacob in as a champion.
Awesome. So what's been the best thing about being involved with CC4C so far?
As being like part of him being a child, is the access to Kim. That's pretty much who we interacted with, and with Shannon, because I call Kim middle of the night, anytime, with blood work, asking questions, what does this mean? And she always answers the call. And knowing that what he's looking forward to is being part of something and getting his mind off what's going on and just enjoying what he's doing.
Alrighty. What are your hopes for the future with regards to being a part of CC4C?
Go back to just being a family that helps CC4C instead of a family that gets help from CC4C.
Awesome. All right, Jacob, your big question. We practice. What is your biggest wish?
No more shots.
No more blood tests.
Oh, awesome. Very good. Well, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
And we look forward to seeing you at the Micro Marathon.
Awesome.
Okay, welcome to the 2015 CC4C Ice Cream Social. We are here with the family of,
Robert Strauss.
okay, and Robert, family introduction of who's with you?
Mama and Daddy.
And
Austin.
And Austin. Welcome. All right, we're just going to take you through a series of questions. First question, can you tell us a little about your child's condition?
He had cancer when he was 9 months old. That was a big struggle for him. We are now cancer free, but we have been left with a lot of stuff that the chemo has left behind. Speech delays. We have lesions on our liver. We have, teeth that are missing. There's just like a multitude of things that the chemo has left for him to battle, and so that's where we kind of just stand at this point.
Okay. What's been the hardest thing about living with this condition?
Seeing him struggle, seeing him not be able to do the things that a normal 5-year-old can do. I mean, his version of normal is not like everybody else's, but as long as he's happy and smiling, we could not make it any easier for him just to feel loved and happy. That's all we ever wanted for him.
How did you all get involved with CC4C?
One of the nurses from the hospital had actually suggested that we go ahead and apply and see if he would get accepted, and that it was a good idea that it might encourage him to feel strong and be better at what he's doing, and so that's how we heard. I guess her daughter is actually part of this organization as well.
Okay. What's been the best thing about being involved with CC4C so far?
Just all the perks and meeting everybody. And
He's been super excited to meet his team and his athlete. We've been kind of getting him ready for this, and so just seeing that joy of looking forward to doing something just for him has been really nice so far.
All right. What are your hopes for the future in regards to being a part of CC4C?
Just to continue to let him feel like, even though his circumstances are a little different, that he gets to experience all the fun things that we maybe didn't get to do while he was growing up, and now he gets to experience that now.
Awesome. All right. Robert, are you ready for your big question?
Yes.
What is your biggest wish?
Mom.
What's your mommy and daddy is your biggest wish?
Yes.
Very good. Well, thank you all. We look forward to seeing you at the Micro Marathon, and enjoy your day.